perspective. And he's usually completely humiliated, but it's a lesson learned, so they appreciate that. Other than that, so sometimes I say lady comedians out of just habit and messing around and joking. Now that I've explained another one of my mishaps today, I see everybody, like comics have come up here today with like glasses of wine and have been smooth and food. I don't drink, guys. I don't drink. You can't tell. I can't even blame it on that. I should start. All that to say, I remember the name of our next comedian.
Woo!
And you guys, earlier in the beginning, I said that there are no Kates. Now the cast members, none of the cast members are named Kate, but our next Kate is Katy Nielsen. So let's bring her on up.
My name is Katy. Sometimes people will call me Kate, and I'll be like, there's no her. But in this context, I feel like I'm good with it. Also, I just want to say that thing about being called Sir, you reminded me of the time that I was called Sir. And I went to a friend of mine later, Herman Ernest, who he's amazing New Orleans like jazz drummer, big dude, kind of like Bernie Mac. And I like went all crying up to him, and I was like, Herman, somebody called me Sir. And he was like, yeah, that's right, you demand respect. And it was like the best perspective of my life. So like I will never ever again be sad about that. So thank you for reminding me of Herman. He's no longer with us, alright. Not to bring it down. Anyway, I'm Katy. I'm a performance artist or a perfartist. And I live here in Chicago because it's a really unique city for people like me to actually make a living doing the odd kinds of things that we do. Like, you cannot get paid to show up to a party in like Cozad, Nebraska, painted silver with Christmas lights braided in your hair and break bottles while you scream about your pain. They will shoot you and bury your silver as it did. But I live here where I paid my rent for 2 months off of that gig. So it's a beautiful place to be. The only thing about that is like the kind of people who will pay money for that sort of thing. You know what I'm talking about? They can be like so pretentious. Like, it was like a couple months ago, I was networking at one of those like super bougie art openings, and I had this glass of red wine, and mostly empty, but there was still a little bit in there. And I like set it down for 2 seconds. I walked away. I came back, and someone had bought it. I didn't see any of that money. But like, hipsters making off with your Dippy dishes is a small price to pay to be here in this like feminist, artsy bubble that we all get to enjoy and live in. And it's a beautiful place. Sometimes, like when there's a dead pigeon outside my window or a Cubs fan vomits on the red line, I need to be reminded of why I live in this cesspit. So with that in mind, last weekend I took a little trip to Detroit. And that's not actually a joke earlier. But I like Detroit. But it served its purpose well, because I came in contact with a pack of racist, sexist, white trash cokeheads. And they were all related. And they all tried to sleep with me. There were 4 cousins. The first, we'll call him cousin number 1, just straight up propositioned me multiple times. And he was like so genuinely confused when I kept explaining how it was not going to happen for him. He said to me, he was like, well, I'm right here. There's some more here too, and I'm not putting that in my mouth either. And so cousin number 2 came in and was like a wingman, while simultaneously also hitting on me while his wife was standing 2 feet away. So I pulled out the old tried and true defense and I started talking about my boyfriend, which led to this conversation. Oh, you are so much less hot to me now. I don't care if I'm hot to you. No, you never use the B word, boyfriend. You can't tell me what I can say and then right right then, cousin number 3, who was over here, reaches over and he grabs my pigtail and he wraps it around his head and gives it a little tug. A playful little tug, like he thought he was so cute. And I grounded myself and I summoned my hardest resting bitch face. And I turned to him and I said, "Let go of my hair." And I heard, because I think he pooped himself. I got a little bit of joy out of that. He looked really scared. He was like, but more, he was confused. There was this dominating confusion. Like, I don't think they're used to be told no. So I tried to explain how, rude and sexist and gender normative it is to speak to someone that way, and how you can't just grab somebody's hair because you don't know what kind of triggers they may have. And I really wanted to educate these men, and maybe they could learn something and help them, and the world, maybe make the world just a little bit better of a place. And that's when I got the name, the Blue Lipstick Bitch. Yeah, it's really creative. And then cousin number 3 goes, "Where's that black waitress?" And the pack went off, which left the playing field open for the little dog, cousin number 4. 17-year-old son of cousin number 3, whose stepmother had been buying him shots of Jameson all night. He came in for the leftover table scraps or whatever, and that was when it was time for the Blue Lipstick Bitch to throw in the napkin at the all-you-can-eat family-style sexual harassment buffet and take her ass back to Chicago where she belongs. So, what is the lesson? Here we are, and I am standing here, and I know one of you was talking about practicing mindfulness, and I just really want to take this opportunity to be grateful to be here in this forward-thinking bookstore with all of these people who are sitting here, educated people with vocabularies and fashion, and like just being here, supporting the damn arts, because that's what it's about. Without you guys here, this is not a thing, and that's very important to me. And so I really want to just genuinely say thank you for coming to this bookstore tonight. And I also want to make you all aware that I am almost done with my glass of wine, and the glass will be available for purchase. So.